Hello everyone and welcome back to the Honeybee Stamps YouTube channel and a video that I'm calling Card Making with Kelley, and this is featuring the Lovely Layers Roll the Dice. So for today's card, I'm going to be using the new Lovely Layers Roll the Dice die set. I am in particular going to use these little fancy kind of like martini glasses. I'm going to make one into a cosmopolitan because we're very fancy, and then I'm going to make the other a dirty martini, which I would probably choose the dirty martini. I love olives. So we're going to put together these cute little layered glasses. I'm going to use some of the new paper from the freebie paper pack and the Love You Friend sentiment set. So I love that. Cheers to our friendship. So it's going to be perfect. Now I've got all kinds of scraps of cardstock pulled out here, and that's what we're going to use to create our glasses and all of our little pieces of fruit and things, plus some vellum to overlay to give us that glassy look. Now I've got everything die cut here. So I have the white bases of those glasses. I have the vellum cut as you see there. Now for the liquid on the inside, I have cut a light layer of pink. I'm adding just a few flicks of kind of a darker pink marker, and that's going to give us that look of kind of the cosmopolitan. So a little fancy glass there. And then for the other, or the dirty martini, I've got kind of a light beige scrap of paper. It's hard to distinguish between that and the glass there to the right, but rest assured, that's just a light beige sheet of cardstock, and I'm going to take kind of a pale, kind of creamy yellow color just to add into that, what we're calling the liquid there, to give it that hazy look of a yummy olivey dirty martini. And so we've got those, all the layers ready to go. I have the little olives cut out of just an olive scrap of uh, cardstock. And to add the little pimento in the center, I'm going to add a little bit of red Copic marker right there where it embosses, you know, the little opening where it's been pitted. So super cute. Now we have a little lime. We could make an orange slice or a lemon slice. I wanted a lime to go with kind of the refreshing fruitiness of a cosmopolitan. And I have kind of a limey green sheet of cardstock, and then you can see the darker, more leafy green over to the far right. And for the little parts of the inside of the lime, I use just my white gel pen to add a little bit of accents to that to make it stand out. Now for the liquid parts that are going to go up over the top of the glass, I'm just going to add the same pink and the same creamy yellow to those, just like what would be on the inside of the glass. And then you see the two little dots up there in my little dish. Those are going to be cranberries for our cosmopolitan. So we're going to be very fancy here. Now I'm taking a sheet of craft cardstock here, just a sheet that I had cut, and I'm cutting the smallest little sliver of that. As you can see, I'm going to use my fingers to kind of straighten out the curls in that. And this is what I'm going to make into swizzle sticks to go in our glass to hold our little cranberries or whatever, and the little olives in the glass. I am just being a little extra here for these cute little drink cards, but I think it's going to turn out cute. So let's see. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that pink marker to my little fake cranberries. Those are actually the same die cut as the olives, but I'm going to pretend like they're cranberries in my cosmopolitan. And now everything is all ready to put together. So I'm going to use my fingers again and try to straighten out the curls of that craft cardstock. And then I'm going to glue down the olives and the cranberries on top. And then I'm going to use just a random sequin mix that I found in my stash that has some pink sequins to be the little sparkles or be the little toppers, you know, that you find on like a swizzle stick or something that's in like a little umbrella drink or something like that. So I'm just going to add some liquid adhesive, pick my olives up with my reversible tweezers, and then just layer those on. And those are going to look like they're just kind of poked through with a little toothpick or something like that. It's going to be super cute, I think, down in my little dirty martini. And then here is that random sequin mix. So pick out anything from your stash. I picked this one in particular because it has all those really pretty pinks in it. And I'm kind of getting the lay of the land here for my swizzle stick. Like, where does the little sparkles need to go? How far does it need to go down into my glass before I trim it off? So on and so forth. So I'm adding a large pink sequin, and then I'm going to add a dot right in the center of that, and then take a little bit of a darker pink. You can kind of see me picking out the colors. And then at the very end, I'm going to finish off the top of that with a pink pearl, one of our adhesive pearls, and it's just going to finish off the top. And we're going to look super fancy in our little martini glasses. But I'm going to add another pink. We're going to make this look just like the other one, a little bit darker pink with just a dot of adhesive. And then again, at the very end, I'll finish the center of my little pretend swizzle sticks off with some adhesive pearls. Next, I'm going to add my little faux hot pink cranberries, and I'm just going to add those like those have just been poked onto the little toothpick portion of the swizzle stick. And then when I'm ready to add these into my little glasses, I will trim these down to fit better. I'm going to trim that one off. I can go ahead and trim the top off of that because I know I'm not going to need that. And then when I kind of eyeball it here in just a minute in doing the layers for our glasses, I can trim them down even more if need be. So I can add the liquid to my glass next, and there are embossed places in these little glasses on that little under layer, so it's really easy to know where to line your cardstock up. Now what's super cool is I could totally stop here, or you could stop here if you wanted to with your glass because it's super cute just like that. But I'm going to add that vellum layer over the top because that's really going to give us kind of a more realistic look for our little drink glass. You can see I trimmed off my little olive swizzle stick and I'm sticking it down to the liquid portion in my drink. So cute. And then I'm going to add just the weeest of little bits of turquoise onto the vellum. And that's just to give it a little more of a glassy look. I kind of went on the base and then up the stem, kind of where it would just be the white cardstock there. I'm adding just tiny dots of adhesive because I don't want that adhesive to show up like big time through that vellum. So you kind of have to be careful when you're dealing with any kind of clear cardstock or acetate or vellum. So I'm being really careful. Now I'm holding this really close to my face, so I apologize. I'm making sure that all those little pieces line up nicely, and now I have the dang cutest little dirty martini that you ever did see. And next, I'm going to put together the lime and get everything ready for our super fancy cosmopolitan. So I'm going to start out with the base of the white cardstock in our little glass. I'm going to add the rim, or what the liquid that goes or kind of looks like it is peeking up over the rim. I'm going to add our pink liquid, make sure we're all lined up there. And then I can add my lime, and I'm actually going to insert it in between the white portion of that layer and the liquid on top. So I just removed the liquid just for a second, and I can just stick that right back down. But I want that lime to look like it is resting kind of over the top, you know, split over the top of our fancy little glass. So I'm going to add that liquid right back down, and now you're kind of getting the look that I was going for. Like, that's just resting on the rim of our fancy little cocktail that we have. Next, I'm going to trim down just a little bit on that cranberry layer, add a little bit of adhesive, and then I can drop my cranberry swizzle stick right down into my cosmopolitan, and then again add a little bit of that light turquoise marker just on the stem and the base of that glass, and then add that little bit of vellum right over the top, and it's going to give us kind of that hazy see-through look, just like we have a real drink or a real cocktail. So again, I'm adding just tiny little bits of adhesive, kind of in places that it can be hidden a little bit. And I'm going to hold that down to make sure that it sticks nicely. I can pick it up and make sure that those pieces are kind of puzzle pieced together. And now I have two of the cutest little cocktails that you ever did see. And now I'm ready to add these to the front of a card. So let's get started on that part. Okay, so I'm going to use some of our freebie paper pack. Now, this is one of those freebies that are free while supplies last with $100 purchases or more. So it was a little paper pack and it's got this really cute kind of geometric pink paper. Now it does have a center highlight. So instead of just slicing down two sides to get the size I want, I need to slice a little bit off of all four sides to keep that highlight or that kind of glowy area right in the center. Now you can see how cute those little glasses are going to be on our card. Super easy to put together. A quick and easy card for a friend. This would be super easy to make a masculine card with these little glasses and even make little masculine swizzle sticks with like blue or green or something like that, or stars, even like a little star sequin there at the top would be super cute. I'm going to add a little adhesive foam dot to the top of our glass so it has a little bit of dimension, and then a little bit of liquid adhesive to the bottom. So it's actually going to sit flush on the bottom. I love how it kind of raises the stem out and then connects to the bottom where I've adhered that with our liquid adhesive. Now I'm going to try as close as I can to line these up so they're kind of resting and sitting together. I like to lift everything up right in front of my eyes so I can make sure everything is nice and even. And now I have my glasses on here. We can stamp a cute little sentiment. I am in love with my little fake swizzle sticks. I think that is so cute. I'm going to add this in my Misty, and then I'm going to add that cheers to our friendship sentiment from the Love You Friend sentiment set. Now, this does come with coordinating dies, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. And I kind of like it right down there, just to be a little something there at the bottom of the card. I'm going to stamp this in our intense black ink. Pop the front onto a white card base, and this card is all ready to go. So fun for a birthday card. You can make it masculine, feminine, however you want to style your little cocktail. I hope you've enjoyed this card making with Kelley video, and I hope to see you again soon. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.